The electric vehicle, EV race is heating up, and while Tesla and BYD are leading the pack, BYD just made a move so massive that even Elon Musk is paying attention. Picture this, a factory 10 times larger than Tesla's Nevada Gigafactory. But this industrial beast isn't in California or Berlin. It's in Yungzhou, the bustling manufacturing heart of central China. Once a key logistics hub, it's now home to a futuristic factory city that churns out 2 EVs every single minute. BYD, China's EV juggernaut, just launched Phase 5 of what is now the largest gigafactory on Earth. But this isn't just another production plant. It's a total game changer, rewriting the playbook for the EV industry. So how did BYD pull off something so monumental? And is this the moment the balance of power in the EV world shifts for good? Let's dive into the story behind this manufacturing marvel, and why BYD, not Tesla, could end up steering the future of global transportation. Before we go further, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the latest breakthroughs in tech. While the US and Europe debate policies, Chinese giants like BYD are charging full throttle, scaling faster, smarter, and more self-sufficiently than anyone else. This isn't just a race to build cars, it's a battle to dominate an entire industry through innovation and vertical integration. Tesla can't afford to take its foot off the gas. Elon Musk, once skeptical of Chinese rivals, now admits they could crush global competition if trade protections vanish. Think Tesla has the world's biggest EV factory? Think again. BYD just left jaws on the floor. It all began in 1995, when a chemist named Wang Chuanfu founded BYD in Shenzhen. Back then, they were making affordable batteries for Japanese tech brands. But behind the scenes, BYD was dreaming much bigger, about transforming China's future and leading a clean energy revolution. Fast forward to 2024, BYD is a global powerhouse. They've sold 4.3 million vehicles, earned $18 billion in revenue, and posted $5.6 billion in profit. Their battery arm, FinDreams Battery, now commands 17% of the global EV battery market, hot on the heels of industry leader KATL. But BYD isn't just an automaker. They're a full-stack tech empire. From batteries and motors to chips, software, and drivetrains, everything is made in-house. If Tesla is America's EV icon, BYD is China's precision-built contender, scaling like no one else. Their empire is built on 3 core pillars: BYD Auto, the EV and hybrid arm that surpassed Tesla in global sales in 2023; BYD Electronics, supplying components to tech giants like Apple, Huawei, and even Tesla; FinDreams, powering the future with batteries, semiconductors, and next-gen drivetrains. It's like watching a super-efficient machine in action, insulated from supply chain chaos, geopolitical shocks, and tech bans. Every move feels like a masterstroke in a high-stakes game of global chess. Back in 2008, when Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway invested $230 million, BYD was still shaking off its copycat label. But in 2020, they flipped the script by launching the Blade battery, an ultra-safe, long-lasting, and fire-resistant LFP battery that's now setting industry standards. Even their rivals are taking notes. Then in 2022, they became the first major automaker to ditch gas entirely. Not with promises, but with action. By late 2024, BYD rolled out its 10 millionth new energy vehicle, not from a showroom in LA, but straight off the line in Yungzhou, home of their mega factory. Think BYD is just about cheap labor? Think again. They've got nearly 1 million employees, including over 100,000 engineers in R&D. From 2003 to 2023, they filed 13,000 patents. In 2023 alone, they invested $5.6 billion, 6% of revenue, into innovation, on par with Apple. With operations in China, Brazil, Hungary, Indonesia, Vietnam, Canada, and Thailand, BYD isn't just a Chinese brand anymore. They're redrawing the global auto map, building local supply chains to cut costs and win over customers worldwide. Their global chessboard strategy? Build where you sell. That's how they avoid tariffs, cut shipping costs, and embed themselves in local economies, something Western automakers have long struggled with. Now let's talk about the crown jewel, the Yungzhou Gigafactory, a factory straight out of science fiction. Located in China's Henan province, this industrial megacity spans a staggering 50 square miles, 10 times the size of Tesla's Nevada Gigafactory. It's a self-contained hub of innovation, logistics, raw materials, and cutting-edge tech. 6 production lines are already cranking out 400,000 EVs a year, and once all 8 phases are complete in 2025, that number will hit 1 million EVs annually, 2 vehicles rolling off the line every minute. But this isn't just a factory, it's a community for over 60,000 workers. With free housing, affordable meals, soccer fields, tennis courts, schools, shopping areas, and even an artificial lake. Location: perfect. Henan sits near lithium and rare earth mines critical for EV batteries. It's also plugged into China's high-speed rail, highways and ports like Shanghai, cutting logistics costs by 20% and speeding up exports. With $500 million in government incentives, including tax breaks and new infrastructure, this factory is part of a powerful public-private alliance. By 2024, Yungzhou will account for 25% of BYD's total EV sales. And while Tesla scrambles to scale its Berlin and Mexico plants, BYD already has factories humming across Thailand, Hungary, and Brazil. In Europe, their Dolphin EV undercuts VW and Renault by $8,000. In Brazil, their local operations are winning hearts and market share. Of course, there are risks. If EV demand dips, BYD could end up overproducing. Supply chain snags like chip shortages or rising raw material costs could hit hard, and the EU's carbon tariffs might raise the cost of exporting. But BYD isn't sitting still. They're locking down lithium from Zimbabwe and Chile, diversifying supply chains and building more factories across the globe. Yungzhou is more than a factory. It's a symbol, a living, breathing ecosystem of production, community, and control. While Silicon Valley struggles with labor shortages and supply chain delays, Yungzhou is building dorms, hiring workers, and powering everything from within: batteries, chips, and even air conditioners. This is BYD's real edge: self-reliance. While the US pioneered the EV revolution, BYD wants to democratize it. Make EVs affordable and accessible to everyone, everywhere. Tesla still relies heavily on global suppliers, but BYD owns nearly every part of its production pipeline. Think of Yungzhou as the Detroit of the 21st century, not in Michigan, but in the heart of China. Surrounded by resources, powered by infrastructure, and backed by policy. The goal isn't just meeting demand, it's owning the future. And BYD knows, whoever controls production, controls the game. They're not shouting about it, they're just doing it. Quietly, efficiently, and at massive scale, ever since photos of BYD's Yungzhou megafactory hit the internet, boardrooms from Detroit to Berlin have been buzzing. Not out of curiosity, but concern. This isn't some future threat, it's happening now. In the US, questions are growing louder. Can Tesla and other EV makers keep up? A leaked Tesla memo in 2024 warned, if battery costs don't fall fast, the company could lose Asia in 18 months. Europe's car makers, VW, Renault, Peugeot, are scrambling to match BYD's prices. The $8,000 gap is forcing legacy players to digitize plants, slash costs, and even consider partnering with BYD, something unthinkable just a few years ago. In regions like Southeast Asia, Africa, and Latin America, where countries are eager to leap into clean tech, BYD's model is being studied as both a blueprint and a warning. Because BYD isn't just selling cars, they're exporting a new industrial model, one the West may struggle to copy. Yes, Tesla, Rivian, and Lucid still carry that futuristic cool. But BYD, they're turning quiet efficiency into global influence. This isn't just about who builds the best car, it's about who controls the entire system. And right now, that system is centered in Yungzhou, where an EV rolls off the line every 30 seconds, and a new kind of power is being forged. Not in flashy showrooms, but on factory floors.